Now, it's really important to understand that these rules have changed. About 1996, you notice in the overhead, I have the word parent highlighted, and it's really important to understand this now. And that is, there's very few people that I meet in my office or in public seminars that do not qualify for the rollover rules. The reason being that prior to 1996, you, the taxpayer, had to be actively farming the land at the time of transfer. See now on the overhead, it's a historical use test rather than a immediate use test. So as long as the land has been farmed for more years by any one of those people listed for more than half the time, then that land will qualify for a rollover. And the rollover rules, I was surprised, I was asked this the other day when I spoke out at a small town of Bioles. I want to explain those one more time, and that is the rollover allows a taxpayer to transfer an eligible property to a child resident in Canada for any value between $1 and fair market value. So once again, let's go by example. If I want to transfer a quarter section to my daughter Anessa, our fair market value in our area is about $400,000 a quarter. So I could transfer it to her for $1 and she would inherit my original cost base, or I could charge her $400,000. It's my choice. Plus she has to pay it back. The other way, if I sell it to my nephew for $1 plus love and affection, which I'd be crazy, but if I did that, his deemed proceeds of sale for me is at fair market value $400. So even though he pays me $1, I show a tax disposition of $400,000. And that's the difference between a rollover, is that you can transfer your tax to the next generation and they step into your shoes. You also notice on that slide, I have a child who is a resident of Canada, and that's really important to understand. If your children live outside of Canada, and if you die or transfer land to them while you're alive or on death, that transfer is not eligible and takes place at fair market value. We do have clients who have children in the U.S. around this part of the province, and that is a real issue for them if they own a bunch of expensive real estate. Okay, so the next overhead, so that's the rollover rules. Once again, it's a historical use test, and the word parent can also qualify. So let's go along and look at then an example of and see what it looks like. Okay, so carry on. So in other words, we can pick, as I mentioned, anywhere between